So our patient, Alex Stevens, is getting furosemide, 20 milligrams per hour IV infusion. His name is Alex Stevens, and so first of all, before we prepare this medication, we are going to check the doctor's order to the MAR, which I have in front of me here. So I'll check my doctor's order to my MAR, make sure it's prescribed correctly. Furosemide 20 milligrams, IV infusion. So that is prescribed correctly, and it's for Alex Stevens, and his birthday is September 9 of 1966. So we're good. So now we have the MAR to go off of, and we're going to collect our equipment. And we're going to have our IV guidelines. So first of all, I'm going to look at my IV guidelines. I have them here, a card. So our client is, we don't want to give him extra fluid than he already has. So according to the continuous infusion, I would go with the furosemide 3.2432 milligrams per ml, which is 48 mLs of furosemide and 100 mLs of diluent, which is in this bag. And it is compatible with normal saline, so that what we'll be using, because you also find the compatibility of the normal saline on the back. And we've also looked, and it's compatible for 24 hours at room temperature. So I've done my math, and it's available in a 4 ml ampule or single dose vial. I'm going to use a single dose vial, and according to our calculations, it should, if we give it over 24 hours, then that will equal our right amount of 6.17 mLs per hour, or a total of 148 mLs every 24 hours. That's what we're getting. So now we can see that if we have a 4 ml ampule, single dose vial, we're going to need 12 of them to equal the 24 hours to get our 48 mLs. So we'll need 12 of the vials. So with 12 of these, we'll need 100 ml normal saline. We'll need a solution set, which I don't have. And then we need 12 10 ml syringes, and our blunt fill needles, we'll need 12 of them as well, because we're going to draw each individual separately. I don't have 12, so I'm just going to go through the one. So first of all, we want to check our vial, all our vials to our MAR. So our MAR is, so you have to make sure, so we're giving this to Alex Stevens. It says furosemide 20 milligrams, IV infusion, and we've gone to our IV guidelines, and we've come up with the amount that we will need 12 of these to equal 48 mLs injected into our 100 ml of normal saline. So that's my first check, making sure all these vials are the same. And then I'm gonna move ahead and do draw my solutions. So I'm gonna open this up, take this out. I have my blunt fill. I'm gonna attach it. I'm just gonna play with the plunger a little bit here, make sure it's good. So we're gonna be drawing at 4 mLs, and we want to use syringes that are double the amount. So it's a 10 ml syringe, so it's good for 4 mLs. So you want to draw 4 mLs of air. And then you would want to take the cap off and open a swab and swab the top. Let that dry. Then I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it into the center of the vial, keeping things sterile. I'm going to tip it upside down, and because it's a glass vial, it's not going to stretch, so just slowly work it in, little by little. Until I see no more bubbles coming out of the top. So I see no more bubbles. Make sure it's at 4. And then there's a little bubble at the top. So I'm just gonna get that out. Draw back a touch. 4 again. So I've got my 4 mLs with no bubbles. I've got my 4 mLs with no bubbles. Whoops. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to do my scooping motion to put my lid back on. And then I'm going to make out a label of what is in here. So my label I've wrote out. It's ready to go, and I've got this and this. So next of all, I need to put my medication. So let's say I've done this to each and every one of my 12 10 mLs. So I have 12 of these with 4 mLs in each. And I'll have them all here. And then before I inject it into here, I'm going to do my second check for each and every one of them. So I'm going to make sure it's the right amount. For that, 4 times 12 is 48. So that equals my right amount, and that it matches this, which is a furosemide, and that we are giving it over 24 hours at 6.17 mLs per hour. And so once I've checked that, then I'm going to make my I'll have my label that and then I can also check to my label as well. And then I'm going to take all these 12 of these and then put them into my bag. So we use this port here. So I'm going to take this off, stabilize it here, right in the middle. Go in, inject. And I'll do that with all 12 of them. So I'm going to scoop motion and get this back on. And that goes in the sharps. So I've done all 12 of them into here. Then I'm going to put my needle, make sure my label is right. That's 48 mLs of furosemide, it's 100 mLs of normal saline. I would have checked my expiry dates, making sure they are all good, and they are, according to these. And it started on October 1st of 2021 at 7:30. Added by myself, so I wrote my name. And then the expiry date would be 24 hours later, so October 2, 2021 of 7:30. Not sure if you can sort of see that, what I got. So this label will then be put onto my bag. Like this. Now I'm going to do my third check, my bag with this, to my vials, to my MAR, and whatever information I got from my IV guidelines. So it's Alex Stevens, furosemide, we're using the 3.2432 per ml, and we've got our 12 vials with 4 mLs, which equals 48 mLs, and I've injected them into here. It says, and we're running at 6.17 mLs per hour. So we've got our third check done, and this is a continuous infusion. So got my solution set ready, and I'm going to take my bag and my solution set. I'll prime my solution set with this, with the medication, and then I will attach it to the IV that has been just inserted a few minutes ago, and then program the pump for the 6.1. Then I'll document it and clean up my stuff.